What's going on, fellow ag nerds? Welcome back to another episode of, I don't know what I want to call these. We're gonna go check out, we're gonna be doing some excavator work, or we have been doing some excavator work for the last little bit. So we're gonna check it out. So see, he's tearing down trees. He's already torn out this whole row here. And he's been busy. What he's been doing before he started doing the trees is he dug right next to where our irrigation line used to be that used to flood irrigate the pastures. You know, it was buried like 3 to 4 feet down. It came all the way down here. And so he's gonna have a lot more to do. He's got a lot more to do. But what he does is he digs right next to it so he can see it and it's kind of exposed, but then he digs right next to it and goes down about 15-20 feet, knocks off the concrete line that was here down in, and then crushes the concrete up. So there's just a little bit of water left in the lines from the last time we irrigated, and so it's just flowing back down this way. Just like that, he'll keep digging, burying that pipe. So we've got Rivera and Sons out here, Frank and Josh. They are filling in the old ditch. So he's going through right now with this D6. He's ripping it up, getting it ready, and kind of blading in what he can. We're gonna basically be pushing all this drain ditch in so that it's not as extensive as it is. That way we could just drive straight across it. It'll still drain and it'll still have it all there. It just won't be this huge gnarly thing that we have to deal with. We're actually gonna be taking this part of the drain ditch and abandoning it, and we're gonna do a straight line over to meet the other bend in the drain ditch, because the way that this drains, it actually will drain better in a straight shot instead of this winding thing like this, and it'll make it easier obviously for when we drive tractors across to go through the rows. He's ripping up that right now so that when it comes time to move that dirt, it'll be easy for the paddle wheel scraper to move that dirt. We dug that culvert out, there's those pipes, and so now we're just making sure it levels out. This is all nice and worn down now, so it's easy just to drive straight across. And so he's just making sure that it's draining, so that way the water's draining from up there down. So yeah, the front of the trailer raises and the rear of the trailer raises, and they're able to control this because like when they're going down the road, a lot of times they'll have it so where the tracks are hanging over the edge, and if they it'll start to sway going down the road, then it starts to scrape the road and starts to cause some damage. So they have to actually stop, get out, and then they'll raise these up, and they'll put blocks, big steel blocks underneath to raise it up. And then like just now they had to raise it up, pull those blocks out, and lower it back down so that they're gonna pull this thing off of. Quite the operation to have to move one of these things. He said it was 220,000 pounds, so quite heavy. Sun's about to come up. There's my ride. But it's beverage time. Well, I just went through all my pre-check stuff. Checked engine oil, transmission oil, coolant, making sure that we're ready to go. Everything checked out, everything looked good. So, it's light enough. Let's take off. Let's do this. I've been going for about 7 hours now, ripping. So this thing was starting to overheat on us, so I had to go ahead and there's just so much grass and stuff and this stuff that we're mixing up that the radiator is clogging up. So I had to wipe that off and blow it off. But it seems to be running okay now. Some tough ground.